Next.
Mom.
Yep.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, a.k.a. the most disappointing movie in the MCU. 3, 2, 1.
6.
5 out of 10. I'm happy. I'm glad you gave it a 6. That's pretty low for you.
Yes.
You gave Quantumania a 7. You think Quantumania is better than Mom?
Again, I think I've bumped Quantumania to a 6 since then.
Okay.
The reason I like this is the same reason, or I don't dislike this as much as everyone else, is the same reason I don't dislike Eternals as much as everyone else. It did give us something slightly different.
It is different. It's just bad.
Right. Parts of it are bad, but
There's some good stuff in this movie. I will not, but we have a friend. We have a friend who I think says it best.
Okay.
The screenwriter Michael Waldron and Sam Raimi made 2 completely different movies.
Okay.
And I really feel like after WandaVision, which is one of my favorite shows, they really jumped the shark
With her.
with her.
Yes, but I was fine with it because it gave us something different. So here's the good. It's more of a horror movie. Not really.
Not really, but
Not really,
it's
but
fun.
But Wanda being a villain was interesting and different. That's good.
Yeah.
You don't like the Illuminati. I like the Illuminati. That whole fight.
That's my favorite scene in that movie. What are you getting at?
Oh, I thought you thought it was stupid.
No, I love that, but I love that movie. I love that scene for a very different reason that other people like that scene, and I love that scene for the very reason that everybody hates on it. Everybody hates on that scene in the Illuminati.
Oh yeah, because they're not.
Because they're like idiots or whatever, and it's like, how is he the smartest man in the universe? And he gives away the thing.
I hate that.
He's not the smartest man in the universe. These guys have the most hubris of all time because they see all the other universes and they're like, oh, look at us. We can name your universe. We're so much better than you. So of course they think their smartest guy is the smartest guy. He's a fucking idiot. They're all idiots. I love that they die. But you like it for a different reason. Why do you like it then?
Because it just shows how OP Wanda is, and we actually get to, the cameos are cool, and John Krasinski is cool, and it's just cool to see Wanda just wipe out the Illuminati. I hate that people complain about he could wipe you out with one word from his mouth or whatever. Like, Wanda wouldn't have been able to take him down either way. I don't think that makes him stupid. I don't think the writers of the movie put that in there to show that he's being stupid. Like,
I also think she could block it.
Yeah, no, people latch onto that line being like, oh, Marvel messed up. No, they didn't. I think that's stupid. I like the scene. Those are my 2 probably favorite things is that, and then just Wanda being crazy. The bad.
Yeah.
Number 1 on my list. Ready? Ice Cream Song. I'm just kidding. Ice Cream Song's bad.
Ice Cream Song, yeah.
I feel like just like the what I just complained about being stupid. Like, I think it's stupid that people complain about that line. I think it's also kind of stupid to complain about a song that kids are singing for 15 seconds, but at the same time, it's kind of not, because it is actually physically hard to sit through. Why did they put that in there? Doing test screenings
with the kids, but that was a poor decision.
Yeah, they could have shown the kids being cute and not make me want to turn the movie off. That was bad. What do you think about the CGI?
Bad,
yeah.
There's a lot of bad CGI in this movie. The opening scene with America Chavez and Defender Strange, the monster that's chasing them looks terrible. There's a lot of bad CGI in this movie. It's another part of this movie that's bad. There's more bad than good in this movie, but the good stuff that is good is great. I think Wanda storming Kamartaj is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I like that. I like that too.
But you know this, and you're lower on it than me. I just love WandaVision. I adore WandaVision. It's one of my favorite MCU projects. It's easily in my top 10 MCU projects. Even though WandaVision isn't without its problems. WandaVision has problems. But to say WandaVision is setting up her character for Multiverse of Madness, and then to go from WandaVision takes you from point A to B, and the off-screen development for Wanda that we don't see from WandaVision to Mom is B to Z.
Kinda.
And it's too fast. It's too quick. It bothers the hell out of me.
I can see what you're saying. One other problem I have with this movie is in Multiverse of Madness, it is a Doctor Strange movie, but he gets his butt handed to him the entire movie. Like, Wanda wrecks Doctor Strange in his own movie. And I know this is like a big thing to me. Like, when I see a superhero movie, I want the superhero to do cool, awesome stuff. Doctor Strange doesn't, really. He doesn't even beat her at the end. She kind of beats herself. And
America Chavez punches her in the face.
yeah, and he's just kind of like running away from her the whole movie. And it's like, you were Sorcerer Supreme. Like, you took on Thanos. And it's cool to see how epic Wanda is, but I would have liked to see how epic Doctor Strange is, too, in his own movie.
Yeah, the only epic scene that Doctor Strange gets is the music fight.
Which I really like.
Which is awesome. It's my favorite scene in the movie.
Super creative.
It's up there. Yeah. It's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. It's awesome.
But, yeah.
Also, Rachel McAdams. My queen.
My queen.
Favorite working actress till the day I die.
Next.
Oh, yeah. This is a controversial one.
Wakanda Forever. No?
No.
What's next? Love and Thunder?
Thor 4. Thor Love and Thunder re-review 3, 2, 1.
6.
4 out of 10. Yeah. Oof. It's not the worst thing in the world. And I do not think it's the worst MCU project. But it's real bad. It's real bad.
I don't think I have much more to say about this because I've talked about it a lot.
You've talked about it a lot. Let me tell you. This was the first movie where I thought Disney has gone too far with the volume. And since then, I feel like I've just continued to be proven right. You know what the volume is? No?
Yeah, it's like how loud a movie is.
The volume is this big dome set that was developed for Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian. Yeah.
And it's, instead of being a green screen, they're in an environment that looks like what the CGI will look like eventually. And that's great and dandy for the actors, so that they can be acting good and not be opposite of blue screen like they are in the Star Wars prequels, which is why you get very wooden performances from everybody in that movie.
Like Hayden.
Exactly.
You said it, not me.
You said it. But the volume is small. And this movie was the first movie where I was like, stop it before this gets worse. And then it only gets worse in future projects. The opening scene with Gore, where he's walking around the desert. There's a sandstorm going around him, and he's walking and he's walking and he's walking. You get no sense of scale. There's no panning out that this is this huge, empty, barren desert. It's literally an area as big as our set is what he's walking around. And then he goes to the jungle with the god and this and that, and it's an area as big as this set. And it's to say that it's Kenobi. You know the when Leia is running from the bounty hunters, and then they get hit by a tree. It's because they don't have space to film something elaborate. So that's why they had to.
By the way, side note, I think that is the worst scene in all of Star Wars.
It's the volume's fault. Is that scene is the volume's fault? I don't disagree. I disagree with you. I don't think that's the worst scene in Star Wars, but it's a bad scene. It's the volume's fault. So this was the first movie, and I think constantly in this movie they are limited by the volume.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is tough. That's an issue I have with this movie that nobody else talks about. I have the issues that everybody else has.
Yeah.
The screaming goats are so annoying. The humor is so annoying. It's so much.
Yeah, so everyone knows the problems with this movie.
Yeah.
And I probably agree with it to a certain extent. I will say, like, how I felt in Ragnarok is why I dislike it. Everyone knows my opinion on that.
Yeah.
I just didn't have that feeling as much or as often in Love and Thunder. One time that I did was when they're in, like, that town hall and, like, Thor's supposed to be, like, teleported, and he's, like, teleported outside and, like, falls into the towers. It was just, like, that comedy right there is just like,
I remember that. I definitely laughed at that.
That was like one of the moments where I was like, that's just not funny.
Yeah.
Screaming ghosts don't bother me as much. I like the things that I do like in this movie. I think Christian Bale was good as the villain. I think the whole Shadow Realm fight scene was super awesome.
Awesome.
And then I hate that they killed Jane.
I will say that's one of my positives for the movie. Not necessarily that they kill her, but I love that they gave her cancer. I really didn't think that they were going to have the balls to do that, because that's the story in the comics.
I love it when people get cancer too. Yeah.
And I just definitely didn't. I was Marvel changes a lot of shit, and kind of the shit that they change is shit like that. Like, oh, we can't give her cancer. like, let's just make her sick. But no, she was like in chemo, and that was awesome.
The only reason I don't like it is because Thor has lost literally every single other person. We've seen him lose his mom. We've seen him lose his dad. We've seen him lose Loki. We've seen him lose all of Asgard. Let him have the girl. He gets love at the end, the daughter.
What is that?
But like, I was like.
But then here's my response to that. I have no problem that they killed her. What I do have a problem with is seeing her and Heimdall in Valhalla at the end.
She doesn't deserve to be there?
No, I have no problem with her being there. Oh, so we're just going to bring him fucking back. And her death is going to be for nothing.
No, we don't know that.
Well, then why would they show it?
Valhalla's like, they haven't brought Heimdall back.
Yeah, but they totally might because of that. That annoyed me.
What, they're going to make a Thor 5 and bring Jane back? No.
They are making Thor 5.
I don't think they're going to do that, though. Next. Last one? Yes. No. Yes.
Yeah. BPWF.
Wakanda Forever, baby.
Here's our review for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. 3, 2, 1.
8.
5 out of 10. Wow, you're really high on this movie.
You're really low.
Do you think it's better or worse than the first one?
I think it's about the same. I'd probably give the first one like an 8.5.
I think it's clearly worse. I do think it's impressive how good this movie is considering the hand that they were dealt.
Yes.
The script was written when Chadwick Boseman passed.
Yeah,
like that's impossible to deal with that. So it's impressive, but my main issue with the movie remains. I don't think Black Panther's a particularly good movie, but one of the highlights of Black Panther for me is there are some great side characters, like Shuri. Mm-hmm. Michael B. Jordan as the villain, Killmonger, is spectacular. Mm-hmm. I think
Claw
is spectacular. I think M'Baku is fabulous.
He's good in this one too, though.
He's good in this one.
You bald-headed demon.
But in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, the whole time I was thinking, there's a reason these are side characters. You can't make any of these characters main characters. They are good side characters. And that's just my main issue with this movie, is this would be an Ant-Man movie with like just Luis and T.I. and Dasta Malshan and like, what is this? It's like we think we would want that, and we thought we would want a Shuri movie, and it's just, these aren't main characters. They don't. I also don't like that every Black Panther arc is the same arc. He goes through the same arc in Civil War that he goes through in Black Panther that she goes through in Wakanda Forever.
Which is?
Revenge is bad.
He goes through that in Black Panther?
Yeah, so that's the arc in Civil War.
Yeah, that's obvious.
And then in the thing where it's they killed his dad for not, and they shouldn't have killed his dad, and then they shouldn't have left the kid.
Yeah, but that's Killmonger's arc, not T'Challa's.
That's T'Challa because he's screaming to his dad at the end. He's like, "You were wrong!" Mm. And then that's the same arc she deals with in this movie. Also, think it was wrong to kill Ramonda. It was wrong to kill the queen.
Why?
Because they are like...
Should have given her cancer?
Sure. It's like, there's enough emotional... Like, they needed... The narrative reason for killing Ramonda is she needed to have something to be angry about to learn the revenge thing. Chadwick is dead. She does not need to lose Black Panther, her brother.
Yeah, but no one killed him.
You coulda.
Yeah, but
and even then, you want to keep the illness, you want to keep it as vague as fucking possible, make Namor's people responsible for the illness.
I think they handled Ramonda's death really well, and I think the very first scene in Black Panther Wakanda Forever where it's like a black screen, and you just hear, I'm getting chills right now, you just hear like Shuri's voice, and she's freaking out, and it's just like a one shot following her around the lab trying to save her brother, and then it just cuts. I have never been more sucked into a Marvel movie in the first 2 minutes.
Unfortunately, there's 2 hours after that movie.
Yeah, but I think...
Because I like that scene too.
Yeah, but
And that's the way to do it the most respectful. But then, and you know my opinion on this.
yeah, this is stupid.
I think that's the most disrespectful thing they've ever done.
Giving him
For
a child
context, giving him a child, naming the
somehow-
child the same thing.
is somehow disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. Because it wouldn't be disrespectful if you recast him. Because the family was like, you can recast him. I don't think they should do the CGI. I never think the CGI is tasteful. But the family gave them, they were like, the Boseman family said, you can recast him. And they were like, no, it's too soon. That's you recasting him.
No, it's not.
Giving him a fucking kid with the same name after saying, look at us, we're not going to recast him. That kid's going to be in the Young Avengers movie. Just alongside Speed and Wiccan, Wanda's kids.
Yeah,
alongside,
a completely new, different character that can carry on his legacy, but
that
not...
is going to be Black Panther with the same fucking name. It's not disrespectful to give him a kid. It's disrespectful to be like, look at us, we did not recast him. It was too soon, and then you recast
Such
him
a
at the end of the movie.
weird thing to complain about.
It bothered the hell out. My mouth was agape in the movie.
That's like everyone's favorite part of the movie because it was out of left field, but they did it well. That means he was with Nakia, right?
Nakia.
Yeah. And
By the way,
she's great.
couple points up just from her.
Yeah. Nakia's great. No, obviously I don't have a problem with that because I'm not crazy.
Well, we'll talk about other good things in this movie. Namor is really, really great.
Namor's great.
And El Niño Sin Amor is the coolest thing the MCU's ever done.
Freaking Okoye rocking those people on that bridge is sick.
Yes.
She takes on those people by her. Like, there's a moment where, like, they come out and it's like a 3v1 or whatever it is, and Okoye just goes, "Foo, foo." And, like, I was with Dre and I went, oh. And we, buckled up for this fight and she just, she killed them, but then they came back. It was really cool.
No, there's some cool stuff.
I think my least favorite thing, this is also a weird thing to complain about, but it's just so bad. The Ironheart suit is just bad.
It's so bad.
Like, it looks cool, but, like, it also
it
doesn't look real. Like,
no, it doesn't.
It's just...
yeah, you're right.
And I don't really complain about suits. I think people who are like, this suit's so cool, or this poster, like, talk about stuff visually like that are weird, but, like, it just didn't look like it was really there, and I don't know. It just kind of took me out of it.
The CGI looks really bad. It's an ugly design for a suit. Yep. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. That's a good take.
But, yeah. Good end credit scene.
That's the kid one?
Yeah.
And then is there another one?
I'm sure there is.
I don't even remember.
I think it was Shuri being funny or something. I don't know.
I hope it's not something funny.
But no, I think it's a good movie. It's a good, solid movie.
I remember that was like, actually, this is a funny story that we can tell to end this off. I called you right after I saw it.
Mm-hmm. This is the first time we had known each other well enough to talk after a Marvel movie.
A Marvel movie. And I called you and I was like, we just got out of Wakanda Forever. And you're like, oh my gosh,
I was
what
like,
did
oh,
you
great.
think? And I was like, oh my gosh, how bad was that? And
you
you
were
were
like,
like, what? I loved it. And I was like, what? And we were screaming at each other for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And that was before we had even thought about doing the podcast. But like looking back on it, it was like, oh, we probably should have been like, oh, this is going to work.
You were literally like, that's like one of the worst movies ever. And I was like,
yeah, I was a little hyperbolic.
You were like super like,
yeah, I thought it was
over
really
the
bad.
top when you first.
It is bad. I have sweetened on it a little bit. I still think it's worse than the first one.
Yeah, I probably do too. But like, it's good. It's good. Okay, so my Phase 4 rankings go obviously No Way Home, Shang-Chi at the top two. Then we're going Wakanda Forever, Eternals, Black Widow, Love and Thunder. But if you noticed, the top three...
Oh, you have Black Widow that low.
I mean, here's the thing. No Way Home's a 9.5, Shang-Chi's a 9, Wakanda Forever is an 8, and then the last four I all gave 6.
Yeah.
Multiverse of Madness I put above Eternals. So like Multiverse of Madness, Eternals, Black Widow, Love and Thunder, I all think are about the same. They're all just 6 out of 10s.
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar for me. I just think they're all 5 out of 10s. Because I gave Wakanda Forever, Multiverse of Madness, and Shang-Chi all 5 out of 10s. Then I've got Thor 4 out of 10, and Eternals at a 6 out of 10, Black Widow at 6 out of 10. But everything other than No Way Home for me is all
Give it a
fine, which is No Way Home at 1, then Eternals, then Black Widow, then Shang-Chi, then Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, then Multiverse of Madness, and then Thor 4.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could rearrange the bottom 4 and be fine.
Yeah, I definitely have Eternals second place, though. I like Eternals more.
I could probably put Eternals above Mom.
Oh, you have Mom ahead of Eternals?
I have Mom at 4.
I think the Eternals twist with Icarus, I think, is really compelling.
Yeah, I'll swap those two.
The way that he kills Salma Hayek, I think, is really, really interesting.
I'll swap those two.
Your favorite working actress, Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
Patreon.
Gem and